Hello and welcome, Tank Tops and Sweaters. It's Kelly and Yvette here, and we are going to be talking about anxiety and the movements that we use in our class that we've been having once a month. So hopefully you can join us for our next one soon. But specifically, why we use those movements and the techniques that we use and how it really helps us with anxiety and has helped others with anxiety, and really ties into our mission of bridging movement and mental health. So
Absolutely.
let's get into it.
Let's get into how we move.
Yes, let's get into how we move. So our class once a month is a combination of the two of us, bar with me and Pilates with Kelly, and we fuse that together in a really lovely, like 45 to 60-minute class. And
It's
I,
all virtual.
yes, it's all virtual, and I love it just because I think we completely focus on the movement and really connecting with that movement. So we're making ourselves really kind of turn off all of our thoughts, turn off all the chatter that's in our heads, and concentrate on grounding and connecting our bodies with those specific movements.
I
I know
agree.
for like the bar section, for me, when I'm doing movement, um, it is so specific because you have to concentrate on every single muscle that is working in that moment.
Mhm.
And you, in your brain, you're having to make, like, well, in my brain, I make these little checkpoints of, are my shoulders relaxed? Is my
Mhm.
core tight? Am I supporting my lower back? Am I, is my glute muscle squeezing? Are my toes pointed? Is my leg straight? Like every single thing I'm thinking about is pertained to that movement that I'm doing. And I'm sure with Pilates too, Kelly, like I'm sure
Oh,
that,
yeah, absolutely the
yeah.
same way. And I think it kind of diverts your brain away from all the anxiety that you're and worries that you have, because you really have to focus and use that frontal part of your brain, that prefrontal cortex, to really focus on those movements and really get in tune with your body and have that connection of, okay, so I am not supposed to be feeling this in my back. Do I feel it in my back? Like you said, are my shoulders up or are they down? Where, kind of doing that head to toe, like check.
Mhm.
Where am I supposed to be feeling this? Where are my shoulders supposed to be? Where am I supposed to be? Are my glutes supposed to be contracting right now? Or
Mhm.
things like that. But I think it really takes us to a place where we have to connect with our bodies. And in that connection, you have to let go of the anxiety and the worries that are like that chatter we talked about, just constantly going in our heads. I think it's a great way to take care of yourself and bring yourself back in touch with your body, whether it's bar or Pilates. I think they
Yes.
both do the
Yeah.
same thing.
They definitely do. And I love it. And not to take away from like other exercises or anything, like a good run or a good walk is also a great connection. But there's something about bar and Pilates movements that
Mhm.
make you have to concentrate on that particular movement. And you have to connect with your body and how it is moving in that particular way. And I highly encourage everyone to, even if you just do like a plank and you're planking on a mat, really concentrating, like, is your core nice and tight? Are you supporting that lower back? Are your hips nice and level? Are your shoulders, down your back and
Yeah.
relaxed? Are your hands in line with your shoulders? Like, just
Is your head
thinking,
hanging down or is
right,
it,
is your head hanging down, or are
or
you in
is it
line
lifted
with
up
your
like it's supposed
spine?
to be? Yeah.
Yeah, like really taking those checkpoints, and it's not about necessarily big dynamic movements. These are small little movements that we may do in class, but it's just making those movements count and
Yeah.
having to connect with them.
I think the difference between like doing the running or a bike or a walk or something for anxiety in mental health and doing Pilates and bar is that the run and getting your cardio up is fantastic for that. but your mind is also still wandering. It's
Yes.
a different kind of connecting with your body. I
Yes.
think if you're trained to do it, you can do it when you're walking, running. But I think for the most part, Pilates and bar really bring you to a different connection with
Mhm.
your body, and not so much just your breath as when you're walking or running, but in the movement, the balance, the
Yeah.
stability, the mobility, and kind of combining all of that into the movements that we do in class. It really helps you connect to all those little muscles in your body, not just the breath. I mean, we do the breath too, but it just does
Right.
more than just
Right.
running or biking
I
to
think
me.
there's just, yeah, there's just so many different moving parts.
Hmm.
And so it makes your brain have to stop whatever it's doing and concentrate solely on that to make
Right.
it an effective and good movement. So, when it's like, oh, after that 45, 60 minutes is done, your brain has had this moment of just being able to concentrate on one thing.
Yeah.
And
Almost like a meditation kind of,
it is.
Yeah, you're
It is.
clearing your brain of everything but that connection that you're trying
Right.
to do with your body.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's so essential. We keep preaching to the taking care of yourself and self-care, but
Mhm.
taking those moments for yourself, taking time for yourself. You know, if you don't have a full 60 minutes, try 30 minutes, try 20
Wait a
minutes,
minute.
try 15 minutes, like
Yeah.
anything that
Something.
something that's going to give you
Mhm.
that break of
Right.
worry and anxiety and intrusive thoughts and whatever is coming at you, or even
Mhm.
just daily thoughts of, you know, I gotta clean the house, get the laundry done, get the dinner going, pick up the kids, whatever it is. Like those just few moments are crucial and essential. Um,
Yeah.
and I think it's also great because we post, if you follow us on Instagram, we post daily or weekly movements. I don't know, say like weekly movements and
A
stretches,
stretch and a move.
a stretch and a move. And I love it because we've been getting feedback from you, and it's so awesome to hear, because those are moments that we want you to take for yourself. Try them and see, like, did you disconnect yourself from your thoughts for a moment? Were you able to take that moment and just
Connect.
breathe and relax and allow yourself to recharge?
Right. And just connect with your body. And I think in our classes, I've been trying to add in some more nervous system work too.
Yes.
And they're simple movements. It's as simple as adding the eye movements to a Pilates move that we're already doing, or at the end when we're stretching, to add some neck massage to stimulate your vagus nerve. But I think those are important too. And it's simple, easy things that you can add into stuff that you're already doing to help regulate your nervous system. Because sometimes we get stuck in that fight or flight, and we don't know how to get ourselves back down so that we're using, our prefrontal cortex to actually reason and make decisions instead of that reaction, um, to
Yeah.
that imagined or real threat, right? And so
Right.
finding these ways to add in those small things like eye movements and neck movements and things like that to help reset our nervous system while we're working out is another fantastic way to help calm that anxiety and get in touch with your own body.
And I think that's awesome too, because that's what we offer in that class. Our once a month class is having the opportunity to learn these different tools and these different movements to help
Yeah.
you reset your nervous system, to help you just reset in general and come back down and be able to have that calming feeling, that recharged feeling in the end.
And I think our goal is like when you leave class that maybe one or two of those things stick with you, whether it's a bar movement or a Pilates movement or a nervous system movement, but something that sticks with you that you can kind of incorporate into your own daily schedule that will help you connect and reset. Like you said, if you've got 5 minutes to work out, take it. If you've got, use some of these things, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. If you can't do a whole class, take some of those things that you remember from our classes or that we're putting online and use them in daily life. Like that's really what our hope is that we can give you these movements to help you connect in your everyday life.
Definitely. Exactly. Well, everyone, we hope you really join us for our next class. It is coming up very soon.
Saturday, the 18th of March. It will be at 8:30 Pacific time and 11:30 Eastern. I almost got it. So,
It's okay.
so sign up. Our link is on our website. It's on our Instagram and Facebook. You can go to matchabar.com and special events and sign up. We would love to see you there. It's all virtual. Come as you are. You can turn your camera on, leave your camera off. We just want you to come and connect and move with us.
Definitely. And make sure that you are subscribing to this channel because we have some great guests and talks coming up soon. Plus, we're going to be adding some movement videos as well to this channel. So you can utilize that as well. If you have any questions, please let us know. And if you have something you want to talk about, send it our way.
Absolutely. Any movements you want, anything you want us to, you think you'd want us to talk about, we'd love to hear it. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.